I'm Bob Barron. I'm standing right at the corner of Harvard Avenue and 4th Street in Claremont, California. This is the edge of Mona College. It was first established in 1887. I'm here because I have an architectural and art history class actually. It's called Art History 179, but it is really about architecture. And that's why I'm here today, to take some video of some buildings. The course is being taught by Professor George Gorse, and I won't tell anybody from what I've seen now. This is the end of our third week. It's really an excellent class, and he's a really excellent teacher. Not a small class, and he's got lots of enthusiasm. Seems to know his subject quite well and like all of us in the class. I'm an older person, an auditor in the class, but I'm really enjoying it also. So I wanted to show you 5 buildings on these campuses, because there were actually 7 colleges on this square mile of land here in Claremont. But hope you enjoy it. It's a gorgeous day out here. This is in September still, September the 18th of 2015. Show you some stuff right now. I'll probably be walking around because I think to look at these buildings you have to be able to see them from just not just from one angle, you know, as in a postcard or a picture. So I'll walk around and show you these buildings actually look like. Across the street we're looking at the Carnegie Building, built in 1908, and it says on the front, presented by Andrew Carnegie, the guy who built so many libraries in this country, the United States. But isn't that a gorgeous building? This is the first building I was ever in on this campus for a class. I'm just moving a little bit to give you a little different perspective of this. We're on a noisy street. This is College Avenue in front of us. That's where the building is located, right at 4th. But it's got that classic look. I guess that's what I'd call it, because you've seen buildings like that probably in pictures of Rome or other even ancient cities. But it is so pretty, and that was my first class in that building. There's also a really nice little library inside of it. Swinging around here now just to get a little separate little view here with this really great lawn area, and way across the lawn is that other building I'd like to show you next, which is called Big Bridges Auditorium. So we've gone from that building to Carnegie. It's striking 12, you can probably hear the clock. And over here we have what they call Big Bridges Auditorium. I'm going to move up a little bit so you can get a better idea what this is like. Hope you don't get seasick as I move. But on the very top, I'm not sure you can read this or not, but it says this is a music building, and they mention Wagner, Chopin, Beethoven, Bach, and Schubert. It shows you, gets you an idea when they built this, you know, when classical music was pretty much, I guess, the reigning kind of music we had. It's a long time ago, but of course a lot of us still like all of it, the old music and the new. But I'm walking up a little bit closer here. You can get a little idea what's inside. I think this is just a gorgeous building. Can you see those pretty windows? I hope so. Gosh, and then under the arches we have they painted them red. I have to take another view of this to show you what this is really about. It's such a huge building. So I walked over to the side of Big Bridges. I want to walk a little closer so you can get a chance to look under those arches and see how pretty they are. So colorful the way they made this, you know, and of course that huge lamp hanging down. And of course kind of a little, what do you call a little balcony here? But if you look, you can see how it was made. It's just concrete mostly, and you see all the layers. It's a very functional building, obviously, but it's pretty. I mean, I think it's gorgeous, actually. And of course, we're looking at an awfully pretty blue sky today, so the whole setting is just, I think, excellent. Next stop is over there, a new building, well, pretty new. This building is called Star Studio Art Building. Not the newest on campus. There's another new one that just opened, but this was finished, I believe, in 2014, just last year. And look at the juxtaposition back there. You can see a little, either a planetarium or a place for telescopes in this really modern building with all these curves. I'm really moving here to show you. It's really a splendid statement. And of course, to me, it looks so modern. I love all those curves. It kind of, well, it makes you want to do what I'm doing, doesn't it? You want to look around and look at this thing and go inside and go up that really beautiful staircase. It's huge. It's awfully wide, I thought. I mean, but then, well, oh, it's called Studio Art Hall. That's what it says on the side right here. I'm walking up closer, closer, closer to this thing. This is where I have a class. This is where our art history class is, in this particular building. And may I show you something else which is kind of startling, because, you know, buildings are not just staircases and ceilings. They have other facilities inside besides the lecture halls and classrooms and places you actually do your art. They have a bathroom. I think that's kind of interesting just to see what they did with that. It's certainly different from whatever I've seen in either a college or a high school, any other place where I've been. So we're walking inside under this staircase. Now, what do you think of that? Wow. I mean, isn't it fun just to look at this? And look at the underside of the roof, if you can see that. And then, of course, the railings. And the way they put these trees and plants in here. And if you can see the concrete floor as we're walking on the sidewalks. Well, not just plain. They made them really pretty. You know, unusual, with some pretty rocks in the place, too. Walking over here a little bit, I just want to show you what this particular bathroom looks like. This is a place in the bathroom where you want to wash your hands, but what I find interesting is the way it looks. It's more like a commercial sink, say in a restaurant. It's all stainless steel. Nice big mirrors, and this is used by both, you know, the male and female, boys, girls, men, women. But I really like this. It's such a neat little place. That's what I would describe it. Oh, now you can see me too. Okay, this is the bathroom in the Star Building. The first time I stepped out of the Honnold Mud Library, which is what the building is you're looking at right now, and I saw what was in front of me, this building. I had to get closer. I'm going to walk closer right now, so forgive the bumpy little walk if we walk up here. It just drew me into it. It looked so pretty from a distance, and the closer I got, the more beautiful it became. And it's because of that mural, mosaic, on the front of it. You get closer, closer, closer to this so you can see, get a better look. This is Scripps Performing Arts Center, Scripps College Performing Art Building, if you will. Concert hall, lecture hall, that kind of stuff. But I hope you get an idea of the scale and the beauty of what we have here. And if you were close enough, you could see that Millard Sheets is the guy that made this really, really magnificent, colorful, historic looking mural on this building. Up the stairs, so I don't break my neck here, up the stairs. Millard Sheets is a guy that pretty famous in this, well, maybe in the whole country, but he did murals. He also was the architect for the museum on the Webb School campus, also in Claremont. It's a private school, and it's the only museum on a high school campus that's been accredited. Now, if we can cross the street, give me a little bit of a walking thing here. Hope it's not too bumpy for you. Closer, closer, closer. Up. Okay. Can you get a view of what we have here? These figures, the scale, they're huge and they're gorgeous, I think. Amazing. And then, yeah, Millard Sheets has his name right over here. But here's this performing arts building. I don't know what to call it. It's very modern in my mind. I want to go inside and show you. I can go inside this. The other building I could not. Now we are inside. This is the lobby of the Scripps Performing Arts Building. If there's ever a lobby that looks grand, I call this one grand, on these beautiful tapestries. Gosh, they're so huge. I can't really show you the whole thing, can I? But this is the lobby. I call it terrazzo floor. I'm not sure if it's marble, but it's really Well, isn't it pretty? I don't know if the word pretty fits. And look at this huge table they have out here. My goodness. Yeah, they have performances here. They have a big hall and a small one. But as we walk over here, I want you to notice what we really have. Wood. Some really beautiful wood on the walls here and the ceiling. Concrete on this floor. Brick on this wall. And then all this glass. I mean, what a beautiful marriage of all these really beautiful materials and so well done. Here's a small, really a performance or a lecture hall. I've been inside that, and it's called Mary Lou and George Boone Recital Hall. But, so here we are in, can you see outside? We're looking out these grand windows, and of course way across the way is the library. Hollowed one, really two libraries in one, but one really grand library also. This is the Kravis Center on the Claremont McKenna College campus. And I don't know how to describe this building. It's a bunch of parallelograms or squares. But when I first saw it, it just excited me. That's how I'll say it. It's such a beautiful, to me, beautiful, beautiful building or series of parts of buildings put together. I love it. I'm going to walk a little bit over here. I have to get a little closer so you can see more of this place. A little closer view of this Kravis Center. Little pan. It's so hard. These buildings are so large. It's so hard to get a good view of them, and I'm not in a helicopter or an airplane, but I just wanted to give you a little more view of what this place is like. And you really have to move around it to see how it all fits together, or how it all works together. This is one of the newer buildings. I don't know quite when it was built or finished, just a few years ago, I believe. I'm going to go inside in a moment to show you the inside courtyard. A concrete ball sitting here on the sidewalk. I say it's provocative. It tempts you to go up, try to move it. I can't move it. Concrete. And then just a little ways up, we're on Columbia Avenue, but you can see it. It says right there in the corner of the building, Claremont McKenna College, Kravis Center. I just wanted to go inside. Another provocative place. This is the quadrangle inside this Kravis Center, and gee, I'm looking at my screen, but I don't know if you can even see this. It's a glass building set amidst a pool of water, so it's a bit disorienting. I mean, is that supposed to be floating, or just make you think it's floating? But of course it's not floating. But oh my goodness, yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? And then do a little swing around here, show you this place. Well, you can't see too much sun probably, but the whole design, what do you think of it? Wow, wow. I've showed you a bit of this campus, or these campuses rather, but I wanted to end someplace, but you really can't end. There's so much to see. This is called a sky space. I guess you call it a pool down below and an opening to the sky above. It's a sublime place, I would say, where you can kind of relax and hang out. They do light programs here, both before sunrise and before sunset, but a sky space with all kinds of plants around. Well, this is Bob Barron talking at you. I hope you get the idea that there's something really special here on these campuses in Claremont. A lot of people come here, but it's a very special place, I believe. Hope you enjoyed this. Take care. Bye-bye.